thought we were deeper than that.
Bro, it sound like you said boo, bro.
I did say boo.
I'm recording. All right.
There's your intro.
Yeah, pretty much. So welcome back, guys. This is Moomin Ragazi. This is Ragazi Era. And here we're going to do a reaction show. I'm here with my friends, of course. We have Chris Cross.
Shyla.
And Shyla. Listen, I'm old. Y'all got to excuse me. I'm like Biden over here.
His brain's crashing.
You got to give me a minute. I'm like Biden over here, and I'm not used to people here while I'm trying to work, you know? So,
God forbid, don't ride a bike.
So, you know, I'm here with my friends. We're about to do a reaction show to this Diddy stuff. And, y'all know I haven't made no videos on Diddy yet because I wanted people to be with me when I talk about it. So now I got some people here. We're going to talk about it at the same time, react to law and crime and what they have on Diddy so far.
Long video, might skip through it a little bit. Find some good talking points.
Yeah, just make sure you get close to the mic this time. If you don't have to do that, you can move it closer to you.
Oh no, that's good here.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Let's do this. So without further ado, I ain't even put it up. I ain't got it nowhere near ready.
Damn, homie. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Where's
Where's that? Nah, I gotta look for it. I ain't even gonna look for it.
Start touching buttons.
Yeah. I'm not used to just constantly keep switching it around, man. It's just okay.
Not even ready.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it, and I'm gonna pull up y'all video in a second.
This is where you lose retention value. Just saying. Y'all please stay tuned. We're having some technical difficulties. Please don't run out on us.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world.
A law firm in Texas says thousands of people have come to them making allegations against Sean Diddy Combs with claims dating back to the 1990s.
Thousands. Okay, guys, I'm going to say one quick thing when we get to the video. How many politicians are going to come out? So while they hit the Epstein list, Let's see what happens with this. All right, go.
And this time, the shocking new accusations include alleged victims who say they were minors at the time.
Ooh.
We're going to dig into these claims and how it might impact Combs' criminal case. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber.
All right, Jesse, show us what's up.
A Texas lawyer announced to a crowd of reporters on Tuesday that his law firm plans to pursue legal action against music mogul.
You want to pause for a second?
What's going on?
You want to pause for a second?
No, I didn't say pause.
I thought you came over here and...
No, I was just touching the buttons. I was trying to find that one, oh my God, button.
Okay, all right, so I'm going to continue.
Sean Diddy Combs on behalf of more than 100 victims. More than 24 of those future plaintiffs say they were just kids when Combs allegedly assaulted them.
Justin Bieber.
We're talking about attorney Tony Busby. And it's not just Combs that he says is caught in the crosshairs.
The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. We now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed.
A lot.
Many dirty secrets will be revealed.
A lot.
We know what we are potentially up against. This is always the case in situations like this where celebrities involved. People can be downright mean and nasty.
Diddy is done.
You'd be shocked at the length fans.
Look how close his eyes are together, dude. I think he has Down
To
syndrome.
the contrary, to defend celebrities they love. And there's a reason for this word fans. They're fanatics. I've personally already been threatened multiple times on social media. And when I agreed to pursue this, I expected as much. This isn't my first rodeo. But victims who step forward to have their voices heard should not be subjected to that kind of conduct. They should not be targeted.
According to Busby, more than 3,000 people have contacted his office so far with stories about Combs, who, by the way, is currently incarcerated in Brooklyn, New York.
We already know where this is going, right? Right? Class action lawsuit. Diddy is going to be broke. He's going to be like Amber Heard here soon. He's going to be out there with Amber Heard fucking shitting on beds for money. I'm telling you, dude. He's
shitting on beds for money.
That's what Amber Heard shit on Johnny Depp's bed, right? I'm telling you, they're about
money. Like, who's going to pay?
No, not from maybe, dude. A lot of people. No, listen. A lot of people defended Amber Heard, right? During the trial, even though she was guilty and Depp was innocent, people still support her afterwards. Those are the simps that will pay for her to shit on their bed.
Yeah, that's true. I could definitely.
There's plenty.
I can see that.
There's
I
plenty.
definitely can see that.
But that class action lawsuit's coming, dude. Diddy's about to be broke. Over 3,000 people.
He's about to get.
3,000 people. Let's say 3,000 times a million. That's what, 3 billion.
I think I just saw a video of
all these people walking away.
Sheriff, an actual sheriff. A sheriff literally shot one of the judges. I forgot the dude's name. Like, he called the sheriff to the back, and this judge he's known to have been like a part of the human trafficking stuff.
Yeah,
and he was. I think he got something to do with the case, and the sheriff that was there. I mean, I could show you the video. It's just the video of it, and it's actually gruesome. Like, he was in the office, he got up, he just bang, bang, and just started close range.
Damn, that's random.
And from what we found out about that judge has been involved with a lot of the human trafficking and stuff like that.
A lot of them are.
He know a lot about who's involved and all that type of stuff.
When I was working for the Christian Action Network, right, and we were doing a video about immigration into Europe and how it's destroying everything.
Yeah.
There was a case where there was 10,000 kids groomed, and they threw them all out because they're minorities and they're immigrants. And for some reason, not just America, but all the other countries support immigrants more than their own people.
Yeah.
But there was 10,000 cases of kids getting groomed, and it was all thrown out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that just shows you that a lot of these
a lot. You mean all of them? All elites?
No, I wouldn't say all. A lot. The ones they talk bad about.
80%.
Probably the one. If the one they talk bad about is probably the ones that's innocent.
80% about.
Because everything is pretty much.
Well, I have a saying, dude, that I believe true to this day more than anything. It's easier to bring someone else down than to build yourself up. So if you want to look good in the spotlight, bring someone else down. Because it's so much easier than building yourself up.
That's what they do.
That's the problem with society.
That's what they've been doing with Diddy for a long time. Like, they've been protecting him. And what party he been involved with a long time?
I wouldn't be surprised if he winds up dead.
Yeah,
he's gonna be another Jeffrey Epstein.
Bro, he's scared to eat. From what I heard, he's scared.
But Jeffrey Epstein had children locked on an island, and they can't speak out. Yeah. Diddy didn't have island children. He has people in his bedroom with video evidence. 50 Cent showed a video.
But this is the kicker
of Kevin Hart and Diddy making out. 50 Cent shared that. Again, if I was 50 Cent and I saw that, I wouldn't be filming it. I would have left the party. So 50 Cent, if you're listening, 50 Cent, you're incriminated now.
Well, the question is,
you're incriminated.
Was that 50 with the camera?
Why does he have the video? Who sent it to him?
Because they've been selling it online.
No. 50
Look,
had this video.
Look, it leaked on the dark web. Somebody sold it for over $500 million.
It was probably him.
And people bought it. Like, they made over $500 million selling the clips. Like a lot of the.
I'm just saying. People, I think 50 had that in his phone.
So a lot of people got these clips, and so 50 must have went on there and bought some clips.
Maybe
for a nice
you don't know. Don't defend him.
I'm just saying.
Buying the clips of your friends
them.
making out.
How would he look exposing them, and he's a part of it?
Because he's probably praying to God that no one else comes out. He's probably praying to God that.
But this is what I also want to say.
It's like what LeBron said. LeBron said, "I'm not coming out about anything until I know what else comes out." So once he's incriminated, then LeBron is going to be like, "Okay, I guess I have to tell my story." But until he's incriminated, he's not saying that.
Most of the celebrities that go there and even interact in that stuff are actually innocent. This is the kicker. He gets you to come to his parties. You don't know he got the whole house rigged with cameras, and he watching the cameras and doing all that, and he have youngsters there, minors and girls there.
And then he sits there and says, "If you talk about it, I'm gonna release the videos."
Exactly. So a lot of them end up getting into those situations, and then like we were saying before, he'll spike the drinks,
ultimatums.
He'll spike the drinks, and then if you're there by the time the freak off starts, that's when you're gonna get it. And that's why multiple celebrities will go to the party, but they'll leave before the freak off. They go to the party, they won't drink.
They said Diddy said himself.
So a lot of these celebrities can be innocent.
Well,
but the fact that they got caught doing stuff sometimes.
Well, I'm still sketched about LeBron and 50. I don't know.
Well, they all in on it. I mean, me personally, like if you know about it and they can't say nothing.
But Diddy said himself, "We had the party. We have an after party, and then we have an after party."
Yeah, the after.
Now, what's that after party about?
Yeah, and then every time they be like, "I can't talk about it." Well, what's going on? Because there's an NDA involved. You know, they can't really.
NDA's at the window now. Courts are involved. NDAs don't fucking hold up.
That Rico gonna snatch everything he got. Everything.
Oh yeah, I forgot he got a Rico charge, dude.
That Rico
Holy shit! Everything. You know what a Rico charge is, right?
That means he ain't got no. He ain't in charge of his.
Basically, a Rico charge is there's a mob boss or a gang boss, right? And they send all these people out to do all these crimes. They all get convicted or whatever, or they all get arrested and charged.
Like this person was the boss.
That person was the boss. He got in trouble. That same shit happened to Boosie. Basically, I don't know if Boosie got a Rico charge, but they fucking charged him because a lot of other people were doing shit.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, we gonna get further in this video.
All right. We're not good at this, are we?
No, it's
federal charges of racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution. Combs was arrested September 16th pursuant to a grand jury indictment. His arrest came after a raid by federal investigators on his two homes, one in Miami, one in Los Angeles back in March. Combs has also been subject to a litany of civil suits already, which really got rolling last fall when his ex, Cassandra Ventura, made shocking allegations about her relationship with Combs. Cassie claimed that Combs was abusive for nearly the entirety of their 10-year relationship. She also claimed he forced her to participate in the...
You know, I got to say something about that. Ain't no way.
10 years of abuse?
Ain't no... Yeah. Brody.
And she's high profile. She's rich. She can leave.
Ain't no way. I mean, she was in on it with him. She had to.
Yeah.
She's covering her ass.
Not only that, she was there before Kim died, which is Puff's first wife.
Oh, okay.
Like, he was with Kim, and Kim used to be with somebody named I'll Be Sure. She left I'll Be Sure and got with P Diddy. You know, and when she was with P Diddy, they got kids. That's where his kids is from, right? And he was abusing her, beating her up.
Yeah.
Like you've seen in the videos, right? Cassie will be there and laugh at Kim getting beat up because she was just trying to get in with the money with Diddy. She was trying to get in. So she was always like his little lackey, and rumors going around that saying that she was his little slave. She'd do with anything he wanted. He said cut her hair. That's why she came out with that little bow. That what they call that? That mohawk cut she had.
Yeah.
Where her hair was like shaved on the sides. You know, P Diddy told her to do that because he saw some white chick that did it at one of his parties, and he liked her. He liked it. So he went and told Cassie to do the same thing, and then Cassie the next day did it.
Yeah.
And that story came out with what's that rapper name? The dude that sing "Meet Me at the Mall" is going down.
I don't know his name. I know what you're talking about. I like that song.
Down.
That's a good song.
In the way you meet me, guaranteed is going down. That guy, he the one that was witnessing it, and he the one that told this story. I'm telling you. Yeah, Young Jock. That's his name.
Okay.
Young Jock, right? But 10 years of being with this guy. After seeing what he did to Kim, in 10 years you with him, so you
10 years. No, not just that. Not just what she saw of Kim. She had to see what he was doing at the freak off parties.
Yeah, she was bringing the girls to him.
Yeah, and now you want to act like a victim. Shut the fuck up.
Now she's a victim. So this is why a lot of people kind of take Diddy's side and say, well, she knew and she's in on it too. You know,
I don't say
but she was just complaining about the abuse that he did to her.
Yeah.
Most of them other girls can't go out and tell, and they didn't go out and tell.
All I have to say is...
And most of them were just quiet.
Huh? Judge ruling, it's over.
The judge ruled that it's over.
It's over, buddy. All right, play this.
All right, I'm going to keep it going. All right.
Now infamous sex parties known as freak-offs or FOs, when commercial sex workers would be brought in to have sex with Cassie and others. All the participants were allegedly under the influence of drugs. Those freak-off allegations, by the way, are also at the heart of the prosecution's case as well. And prosecutors claim that Combs recorded these sex sessions, both for...
I'm sorry, is it me or this dude got a funny head shape, bro?
His eyes are so close together, I'm telling you.
He looked like Tweety Bird face, man. Like,
his eyes are almost touching.
He's always got his mouth open.
I mean, for somebody it has to be his status, money,
and he hired people.
He hired people. You know, I mean,
it's status. It's all status.
Me, ain't no way. I mean, come on, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm better looking than that. Where's my freak off party?
I mean,
goddamn.
Anybody can look fresh with money. You know what I mean?
That's his own pleasure and seemingly his potential blackmail. So to hear 100 more lawsuits raises a lot of interesting questions in terms of the timing.
Wait, how many lawsuits he just said?
Huh?
What he just say? Let me take it back a little bit. He said 100 lawsuits. Over 100 lawsuits.
I don't know.
All the participants were allegedly under the influence of drugs. Those freak-off allegations, by the way, are also at the heart of the prosecution's case as well. And prosecutors claim that Combs recorded these sex sessions, both for his own pleasure and seemingly as potential blackmail. So to hear 100 more lawsuits raises a lot of interesting questions in terms of the timing and its relation to the criminal case. A little bit of background about the man making these very serious allegations, attorney Tony Busby. Now, you may recognize him. You may recognize that name. He has represented multiple women who claim that football star Deshaun Watson, who now plays for the Cleveland Browns, sexually assaulted them. In fact, he just filed a new lawsuit a few weeks ago on behalf of a woman who claims that Watson assaulted her back in 2020. Now, Watson, to be clear, hasn't been criminally charged. 2 different grand juries decided not to indict him. Busby filed this new lawsuit after months-long negotiations with Watson's legal team apparently went nowhere. The NFL says it's doing its own investigation under its personal conduct policy. But going back to Sean Combs, that's who's now in Busby's sights. Now, from the more than 3,000 alleged claims made, that has been whittled down to 120 people who are moving forward with their lawsuits, according to Busby. Now, in response to Busby's news conference, Erica Wolf, an attorney for Sean Combs, released
120 lawsuits
out of 3,000.
Out of 3,000, that means
over
they don't.
3,000.
That means they don't want that in the public eye. Those other couple thousand people that they denied,
I mean,
they don't want in the public eye. There's probably some high-profile people, and they're like, nope, we're not putting this in the public eye, so your lawsuit is fucking dead in the water.
Yeah, I would definitely agree.
It don't make sense.
They just gonna try to take out the low-level people and all of the high-level people.
Ignore them.
Just gonna get away with it. Just like how with Jeffrey Epstein, mostly none of them you saw anybody that was on that list. But magically they came out and said, "Oh, Trump was on the list," but no, the list haven't been released. But somehow these leftist people know Trump was on the list. You know, they don't know nobody. They ain't know Diddy.
Because there's one photograph with him and Jeffrey Epstein. There's one photograph of them together. There's
over a photograph.
Well, there's one photograph of Bill Clinton and Hillary's wearing blackface and acting like a slave.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna judge people for one picture, let's judge that one.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of fugazi stuff going on, but 3,000. I mean he's a top tier celebrity, like an A-list celebrity, right? He's well known. He's considered like a legend in the game. You know.
Not to me.
All his parties, they can't invite everybody, so it's like mostly just celebrities there anyway.
Yeah.
You know, besides the security and some family members that may be family to some of the celebrities.
I can't wait to see J-Lo go down.
You know,
J-Lo's going down hard with him. If he goes down, J-Lo's going down.
Why you want J-Lo to go down so bad?
Could this be funny? Because so many people revere her as some type of goddess and a saint and such a wonderful person, but you don't realize these wonderful people.
That's why
are shit.
That's why they revere her as like some goddess or some saint, because she can't be taken down easily.
Yeah. After this, who knows? Let's see.
We'll see. But I'm definitely all for that. I'm gonna grab my popcorn and I'm gonna eat with that. I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna eat. All right, we're gonna continue.
Is the following statement. Mr. Combs emphatically and categorically denies as false and defamatory any claim that he sexually abused anyone, including minors. He looks forward to proving his innocence and vindicating himself in court, where the truth will be established based on evidence, not speculation. But Busby told reporters that the future plaintiffs have, quote, legitimacy and merit thanks to corroborating evidence and witnesses. In fact, a former detective from the Houston Police Department has joined his firm to help vet people and their accounts. As Busby says that some have already even spoken with the FBI in connection with that agency's investigation into Sean Combs, and Busby says they're sharing all information that they come across. The allegations against Combs run the gamut from sexual assault and rape to false imprisonment to prostitution, and of the 120 individual plaintiffs that Busby plans to represent, he says 25 of them were minors when they say they were attacked.
You should know, in this group, it's evenly divided between males and females. There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims as plaintiffs. In this group, 62% identify as African American, 30% are white, and the remainder are Hispanic or Asian. The victims are from more than 25 states.
I just want to say, that's some diversity for you.
Hey.
He's really diverse.
He likes anything and everything.
Yep.
No, I'm not gonna complain. I mean, I'm diverse too, I guess.
Oh, don't compare yourself to Diddy right now. Don't do that.
My freak offs. I mean, it's insane, bro. Like, cause me, it's like I don't care about this situation, and the reason why is because I've been telling people for over 15 years now what he's been doing.
Yeah.
Him, Jerry Epstein, Oprah Winfrey. We've been telling these guys. Hold on, let me switch the damn camera.
Also,
we've been telling these people about these sex rings, and I've been telling people way before I started even making videos.
Well, Eminem said it. Cat Williams said it.
Yeah, a lot of celebrities came out and said it, and a lot of
Orlando, whatever. The Orlando dude.
Brown, yeah.
Everyone wrote him off as a crazy conspiracy theorist. Dude.
That's how they get away with it.
They're like, he just got like fucked up on drugs.
Yeah, everyone thought he was a crazy conspiracy theorist, and now everything we found out is true. How many more conspiracies are we gonna find out are true, dude?
Probably mostly all of them except the aliens. I don't think that's ever gonna be solved, and the Bigfoot. I don't think that's gonna be solved.
The government said aliens were real.
Yeah, the government
said it, but proof.
Yeah.
Proof. It's like we don't really have it.
Oh, they got a little alien RJ somewhere in the cell.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I believe it because I believe aliens really truly exist. I just don't think they are intellectual enough to like be flying all throughout space and then.
I mean, they found fossilized microscopic shit on Mars, so it proves Mars.
I mean, because if you think about it from an outside point, you know, you think about it from outside looking in, we are a species.
Yeah.
We are here. We're innovating and creating, you know.
Yeah.
So easily to anything else, we could look like aliens. If we went to another country, another planet.
Yeah.
You know, on that planet, if there's anything living, they'd be looking at us like aliens.
Yeah.
You know, so I do believe aliens exist only so because of the fact that we exist.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But a lot of the people in high places don't want that to be proven true, because if it proven true, that can contradict a lot of the things that you see within the Bibles.
Yeah, religion. It contradicts religion. Everybody will snap.
Religion.
Everybody
like,
will go crazy.
Why would we be the chosen one that God created?
Religion is used for
multiple
control.
species all over the world.
Yeah.
Why are we chosen? They have life too. Insects have life too. You know, pets, animals.
We have free will, I guess.
Plants. There's life everywhere on Earth.
Yeah.
Can God be all of them at once? That's what they're trying to say, which is okay. I understand that, but at the same time, when you said God created us in the likeness of Him,
yeah,
that's questionable if we see aliens.
That's where comedicism comes in. I was telling you about earlier.
You know,
look that up. I'll send you some videos this week.
Yeah, we kind of went off rail, but we gonna get back on it.
Yeah,
we gonna get back on it. We gonna get back on it. All right.
You don't even know how to play the thing.
No, because
majority are from California, New York, Georgia, and Florida. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old.
Holy
we have an individual
shit!
Who was 14 years old. We have one who was 15. 25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the accident. Most of these events and incidents occurred at parties, typically after parties, or album release parties, New Year's Eve parties, 4th of July parties, something they call the puppy party, the all-white party.
They fucking
dogs?
Several
of these events occur at auditions.
Oh.
Many times, especially young people wanting to break into the industry, were coerced into
Justin
this type
Bieber
of conduct in the promise of being made a star, or in the promise of having Sean Combs listen to their tape, or even let them read for Sean Combs.
9 years old. To talk about
ain't no 9-year-old trying to break in the industry.
Krista Ramey, who has worked closely with child victims of sexual abuse. Krista, good to see you. Thanks for coming on. First, I want to talk about the timing of this. Comes out after the indictment, after the arrest. What do you make of the timing?
I think the timing is about perfect. So a lot of people don't come forward right away because for a number of reasons. And when you do this in this manner after the publicity that the indictment and the arrest have received, a lot of these survivors, this is really kind of top of mind for them right now. And so having this happen right now, it's kind of allowing them that safety, really. And having people that have kind of tried to push this away to think about maybe I should help others. And so I think that's really kind of, some of the, more significant parts of why you do this now.
Does it hurt them, though, in the sense that defense attorneys could say, you had all this time to come forward, you only come out after all the lawsuits, you only come out after Sean Combs has been criminally indicted? It would hurt their credibility in a way, or no? Is that something they would be able to fight against?
No, and a lot of states have what's called like rape shield laws that actually protect that sort of evidence to be used against a survivor of sexual abuse or sexual assault. So really, no, that can't be used that way. In the past, that's what was done. Typically, you would take that sort of evidence of, you're just coming forward now, it's all about the money. And so that's why you're doing this now. No, this is really not how, trauma survivors like reconcile what happened to them and how they push forward with life after being so traumatically abused as some of these people, it sounds like that they were. They have to come to terms with a lot of things themselves, and to be able to just live and breathe and move about in the world. The last thing that they're thinking about is confronting someone as powerful and as significant in terms of their influence as Sean Combs.
No, that's a very fair argument. Here's the thing that I wanted to ask you about. Look, I've said it.
So what she said right there, because like, if you do a crime but so many years go by, there's a statute of limitations.
Yeah.
But I guess with rape, they're protecting it. There's no statute of limitations.
Right.
Okay. Oh, good for them.
Several times over the past few weeks that based on prior allegations made in lawsuits against Combs, given what we're just hearing now, I was surprised that there weren't any federal charges related to children in his indictment. Several of the lawsuits that Combs faces in civil court mentioned misconduct with minors. I'm asking you now, as we're hearing, 25 plaintiffs might come forward that they were abused as children. Does that chip away at the legitimacy of these claims regarding the minors? Meaning the feds looked into it, they didn't find anything, maybe they didn't find the claims were credible? Or is it that the feds weren't aware of these claims yet and now might be looking into it? Or is there another reason for why Combs wasn't charged with respect to minors?
So that evidence still might be being collected. There could be that grand jury could still be sitting and collecting evidence and investigating this right now. There could be superseding indictments that come about. I think that we can't really make any assumptions based upon the indictment that we currently have. I think that, the credibility of those claims, a criminal case and a civil case, as you know, are very different in terms of burden of proof. In a criminal case, you have the higher standard of beyond a reasonable doubt. On the other hand, on the civil case, you have just preponderance of the evidence, which is just more likely true than not true. If you believe one side a little bit more than the other, then that side wins. So I think that there's also that. And with minor claims, they're particularly tricky because minors' memories are not as good. And when you're talking
fuck
about
that. No. Fuck that,
being
dude.
drugged potentially to the...
If you're a minor and P Diddy puts his dick on your face,
you're gonna remember that shit.
You're gonna fucking remember that, dude. It's almost like she's defending Diddy right here, and it's pissing me off. If you're a minor and that happens, you're gonna fucking remember that. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. Definitely.
Yeah, no, that's retarded, dude. She's like almost defending him. I don't know.
I think she's just saying about like how it's like being treated in the case.
A minor that's 15, I remember everything from when I was 15 unless I was stoned or drunk. You know what I'm saying?
You stoned or drunk, that's when things could actually happen. You said except when you was...
Yeah, and he was drunk.
Okay, dude.
But like I said...
even if I was stoned or drunk, I will remember if P Diddy put his dick on my face. I don't care how blacked out I am. I'm gonna remember that.
I think most people would, but what is rumored? I'm just talking about what is rumored that all those bottles of oil that was found, that baby oil that was found, wasn't actually baby oil. That it was something that they put in drinks that not only make people really
GHB or Rohypnol,
like really incapacitated. But not only that, but they lose memory of the night before.
I just want to know who let their 9-year-old go to a fucking freak-off party. Who let your 9-year-old go to a freak-off party at Diddy's?
That's a good question.
Those probably bought it. Bought them.
Bought the kid.
That's a good question. I mean, a lot. Like I said before, a lot of these people is in on it, and they bring family members, they bring friends.
I'll sell you my 9-year-old son for $1 million.
A lot of them.
You get a 15-year-old girl to bring their little sister.
Where the parents at, dude? I would notice my child's not home.
Well, this is the thing. At the time, we can assume that parents been looking for them, and the cops can't find them. They only do but so much. They check certain areas, hot spots for children. And if they can't find them, they're going to well, if you get any updates or anything, give us a call. If you get any updates, anything new come in, let us know, and then we'll jump on that as the new lead. But if a lot of the sheriffs is in on it, do you think calling the police will help them in their case and looking for their child?
If that's the case, dude, I don't know.
Oh, your kid ran away.
They're going to be like, oh, your kid haven't been found. And that's it. And then 17 years later, your kid is strung out on a corner somewhere.
Yeah.
All kinds of messed up. A lot of the times if they kidnap them here, they take them out of the country.
Yeah.
And if they catch him somewhere in another country, they'll bring him to here.
I guess
he's not known.
It's just wild.
Because if these kids get caught, their fingerprints and stuff don't match our system. So it's easy for these people to get away with this. And they'll just look like, oh, they got here illegally.
It doesn't sound like this has anything to do with legal immigration.
Yeah, when a lot of people did step up, and
for them to have the civil suit against them, they have to be a citizen.
The media don't cover it. You know, as much as we've been covering this on the ground, talking about human trafficking, sex trafficking, child trafficking, you know, as long as we've been talking about this, almost 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, before Harvey Weinstein got arrested, before Epstein got arrested, before Diddy got arrested.
Did Dan Harmon ever get arrested?
Who?
The Nickelodeon dude?
The Nickelodeon dude.
I don't think he got arrested. He's still producing the new iCarly.
From Nickelodeon, what?
He's still producing the new iCarly.
Yeah, Dan Harmon.
I mean, I think his trial is probably still going on.
It might be.
I don't know if Dan Harmon got in trouble. I'm
not 100% sure about that case. But I've never been surprised about it because I already know about Satanism, how they work, what they do.
Yeah.
You know, so it's easier to believe once you know that Satanism exists, just as much as people who believe in Christianity, people that believe in Allah, people that believe in different types of religions. They live upon those beliefs.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the same thing for people that serve the devil. And the reason why a lot of people can't tell, because a lot of people that serve the devil act like they're Christians, act like they're Catholics, act like they're Jews, act like they're all these other religions, only to ruin the religions so that the only religion be the satanic religion that they worship.
Yeah.
If you notice, they have parades when it comes to mocking Jesus all on award shows, mocking Jesus all in the videos, and then when they doing little satanic stuff, nobody never mocking it in the media. Why is that?
Yeah.
Why is that? Because they are the arbitrators of pushing that agenda.
Yeah.
So once we look at it and know what it is for what it is, every time you look at a celebrity, you'll be able to tell right then and there if they're involved with this bullshit.
Doja Cat.
They'll try to avoid talking about it. They'll never be. They'll always like big up the people that's involved.
Yeah.
And people that's going through the accusations. They'll try to big them up. You know, so you would be able to tell who's who. And so when I say some people is most likely probably not involved with it, you know, I'll say 8-9 times out of 10, I'm right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I've been right for a long time to the point where I don't even think I could be wrong anymore.
I feel that.
All right, but let's get back into that. Okay.
The max. That could even make it more complicated in terms of proving these minors' claims. And something that I encounter frequently in my practice is that sometimes minors will just say, "I don't know," if they just don't want to talk about something. They have very distinct ways of protecting themselves. So it's a lot more difficult to work with minors, and it takes a little bit longer to build those cases. So I wouldn't say we're going to rule that out. There might not be charges with minors, but right now, that's just what we're working with.
No, 100%. He could be hit with a superseding indictment, but you would imagine that after investigating him for quite some time, if these allegations are true, why he wouldn't be hit with a charge related to minors. Because I'll tell you one thing, while his defense team is saying currently that their defense will be everything was consensual, including these freak-off sessions.
Who is this bimbo?
Involve a minor, consent is thrown out the window. Now, when it comes to how Combs was allegedly able to hurt so many people, and you mentioned that, allegedly it was through the use of drugs. This is according to Busby. He says that victims recounted stories of being at parties, being told that they had to drink this drink that was handed to them, and if they didn't, they were kicked out. Busby alleges that once a victim was unconscious, Combs and others would rape that person. Busby also says that 55% of the victims reported the alleged assaults to police or hospital staff, but says they weren't believed and further action wasn't taken. Krista, if that's true, what does that tell you?
Well, that's the difference too, dude.
A lot of these cases, I think, it depends on how far back in time they go, really.
They're saying all these people come out afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like you were saying, like if one person goes to the police and says this, one person isn't enough to make a change because Diddy has so much money at his disposal.
You finally see that
they'll be in court forever.
People are coming out though.
Yeah, you'll be in court forever. But if a bunch of people are coming out, that's when you jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah, I think that's the.
One person can't do it because
that's the opportunity that presents itself. That's why it's important for one person to come out and tell what's happening. Even if it's at the expense of them risking their life.
Yeah.
That it's best for them to come out
and then everyone else.
Because everybody else that has come out and say it, they could talk about this. They can testify about what happened to them, you know, and if it correlates with the timing and everything is all together, then you probably got yourself a good case.
Yeah.
But the problem is, what happens when the sheriff's department is deleting evidence when you're complaining? A lot of lawyers won't take your case.
Yeah.
A lot of celebrities ignoring you.
Yeah.
A lot of politicians is ignoring your case. You know, and what it does, it just makes the victim an actual target. It easily can be disposed of.
Like I said, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard,
So,
dude, he won, and people still don't believe it.
They know this, and if you're a celebrity that been in the game for a while, you've seen people disappear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you've seen people all magically sick and die.
Kobe.
You've seen people go through assassinations.
Kobe.
You know, and nobody's caught.
Kobe Bryant.
You know what I'm
he
saying?
was working
so a lot of people know who's the criminal. They just can't speak because their whole existence is being surveilled by those deep state elites that wants to keep them on a tight leash. You understand what I'm saying?
That's what happened with Kobe, dude. His helicopter crash was planned. He was going to do a basketball league with the Middle East or something like that. And he was working with someone over there like Saudi Arabia or someone. And when he was talking about doing that and leaving the NBA, people were worried about their funds. Kobe went missing or died in a helicopter crash all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, what
NBA fucking did that, I believe. I believe 100%.
They all involved in some certain type of way, but the satanic religion is so deep that they give you a certain amount of years that you can actually be famous. They give you a certain amount of years that you can actually be famous. Like, they'll give you 25 years, 30 years of fame and untouchable from the law.
And then you die.
And once that time is up,
yeah,
they're gonna crash down on you terribly.
Mac Miller, dude. I'm 100% Mac Miller's that one.
So, I mean, a lot of people don't believe that this is possible.
I think Juice WRLD was murdered. I'll go into that one day.
Yeah. I mean, I believe all that stuff too. I mean, if you somebody who rebels from what they tell you to do, people like a Juice WRLD, people like a Tupac, these people rebelled from them.
Well,
Tupac
I think
came out with an album called Killuminati. You see what I'm saying? Like, talking about these people. You know, he was becoming more of a problem.
Yeah.
You know, and on top of that, he was exposing Puff at the same time. And I would tell you right now, the realest dude that was in the game at that time was Tupac and Suge Knight.
Yeah.
Suge Knight.
Suge Knight's a piece of shit, though.
He is a piece of shit, but he was like a Tony Montana type gangster.
Yeah, he's locked up now.
Certain things he won't do. You know what I'm saying? But he was a grimy dude. He'd take your money. He'd take everything from you. He'd take money from your family.
See, I heard conspiracies, and this is random.
But what I'm saying is, when it came to this trafficking, human trafficking, and stuff like that, I can vouch and say that Suge Knight was not involved with that.
Oh, I'm sure.
You see what I'm saying? Suge Knight, I can say Suge Knight was not involved with Pac getting killed. He was in the car with him while they were shooting.
They were going after Snoop because Snoop was supposed to be in the car with Pac that night. I watched an interview, and Snoop said he got on a plane with Suge Knight and Tupac, and he said he grabbed some knives, and he laid down, and he just pretended like he was asleep the whole flight because he wanted to get out of the game, like talking about, and Suge didn't want him out the game. And the only way to keep making money off of someone that wants to get out the game is to kill them, so now you own all their assets. So I think Snoop was the target that night. I don't think Tupac was. A lot of controversy behind it.
I think Snoop knew about it.
Yeah.
You know, because Snoop was going through avenues where he was leaving Suge and about to work with Diddy at the same time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of conflict, but he knew about it.
Yeah.
At that time, Snoop was still considered a legend in the game. At the time, freaking Tupac was there.
He's a legend now.
You know what I'm saying? At the time Tupac was making music, he was outshining. Tupac was outshining Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
And, you know, and rumors has it that Snoop Dogg didn't like that. But Snoop Dogg was he's so grandfathered in since that point, you know, that he knew about a lot of the stuff that was happening.
Well, truth is about
so
that,
he stayed away from it the day it
we'll
was
never
happening.
know for sure.
You know, I mean, we'll never really know for sure, but like I said, once you learn about their cult that they have going on, and what they'll find profitable, what they'll find good, and what to give good service to their religion.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see that. Okay, this had to be deliberate. It had to be something that they really.
I don't know. I'll see that video if I can find it, but I still think Snoop was a target.
I don't think he was at all. But I think at a certain point he was a target, and that's when he came out with that murder. That was the case that they gave me.
Yeah.
And that was they was like they put him in that position. They threw him in jail because he was kind of a rogue to the system. Like he was like a Tupac at that time during his rise to fame. He was like a Tupac. He was doing whatever he wanted to do. He was let me switch it because I'll switch it, but I don't switch it. I'll explain that later.
Yeah.
But he was rising up, so he was more like a rebel. He could do whatever he wanted. He was the man. He was number one. During his time of rise. But then when they can't take control of you, when you got all these people loving you, millions of people following you and loving you, and you don't want to fall in line, they'll hit you with these cases.
Yeah.
So is it true that he attempted murder on somebody?
I don't know.
That's the question. Nobody really knows because they will actually kill somebody and plant it on you, and they have enough evidence to take your ass to court. You see what they're doing to Trump right now?
Yeah.
They have enough evidence to throw you in jail, not in jail, but into a trial.
A loop.
Yeah, into a trial, into a constant loop, and all that money you're making now you're starting to lose all of that money.
Yeah. I gotta use the restroom real quick.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and play that out. Listen.
Okie dokie. I sound like a little kid. Okie dokie. All right. Now let's see what this bimbo got to say. Where my bimbo button at? Man, I don't know why I put this background in there, because this background just got everything confused. I can't read. I can't look past it. I got to change the background. Got to. All right, listen up.
Not exist, but oftentimes when survivors go, to police or, investigators about really powerful people, and those powerful people can have a lot of people around them that say, I never saw her before. She wasn't at my party. I have no idea what you're talking about. You kind of get this culture of protecting those celebrities. We've seen this with a lot of very powerful people in the past. We saw this with Weinstein. We saw this with Epstein. We saw this with Tyndall. We saw this with, all of these really powerful men that had the ability to control the world around them and influence others to protect them. And I think that that's a lot of what you have here is you have people that don't have any power or influence that are confronted with power and influence and have not been able to break through that until more recently.
And by the way, apparently, according to BuzzFeed, the toxicology reports, the toxicology testing at hospitals revealed what he called weird drugs in the victim's systems, and this included
weird drugs. Be specific.
Horse tranquilizer, referred to as tramp. So, Krista, that would be solid evidence if you have those reports. I guess the other way to strike it, those would say maybe
I'm just saying, dude.
Coerced into taking
no toxicology report ever is going to say weird drugs. It's going to say very specifically what the drugs are. It's going to say you had Rohypnol or GHB or ketamine or something like that. It's not going to say weird drugs.
Some sort of
the hospitals are covering this shit up. It seems like they're trying to keep some stuff from coming to light still. Mm-hmm. They don't want to tell the public. They don't want to tell anyone. They're still keeping shit.
And I agree. That's a fact. You spin facts right now.
Yeah, because no toxicology report is going to say weird drugs. What do they have in their system? Weird drugs. The fuck kind of shit is that? I don't know. Continue.
Is that horse tranquilizer?
It's fucking ketamine.
Is that actually a drug?
It's ketamine. I've done it. They give it to children under 5.
Don't tell me you're going to want me to snip that out either. I'm not snipping
I don't care about that. No, because, look, you guys are wondering, I've had my party years. I've partied, okay? I'm 33.
Ketamine is the best.
Huh?
Ketamine is the best.
She's still addicted. But no, they give it to children under 5 because it's safer than most.
FBI, open up! Come get him, buddy. Come get him, buddy.
All right, continue. Good times. Good times.
All right.
Those toxicology reports, I think, are pretty significant if they exist.
Yeah,
if they exist, exactly.
And, I guess that goes to the argument that Combs' lawyer is already making, that this is voluntary. So it's voluntary consumption of drugs. It's voluntary entering into sexual, relationships with multiple people in an evening. So
you held a lighter up. I thought you wanted a lighter.
Combs and his lawyers are putting forward that this was all consensual. Now, like you said, the minors, that doesn't really work. And, this is all very good evidence that these people have. If they did go to the hospital, if they did go to the police and they got this evidence, and, what Busby is doing right now, he's
gotta make sure this ain't the lace one.
And he's willing to go down to 120. He's probably going to have more.
And you stand up, you like,
well,
take that.
But he's getting corroborating evidence from other people.
We're about to have a freak off.
The police might not have believed. There's probably a lot of people that these victims told kind of at the same time, right about when things were happening.
It's so hard to pull on
People
this.
might have noticed things. They might have had confidential conversations with things. They might have went to therapy, and their therapists know things. So there's going to be corroborating evidence that Busby is going to get before making these, claims in a court of law, which will be much different than doing it behind a podium in a press conference.
And this point is important to point out, that Busby says that these attacks happened at private residences of, quote, people we all know. But he didn't really say who those people are. Wasn't quite ready to.
What's the drugs in the toxicology report? What people?
Perpetrators? Take a look.
Tell us something.
The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names.
J-Lo.
It's a long list already. And of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature of this case,
You should know who all of them are if you had the list.
Damn sure that we're right before we do that. But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you. These are individual cases. There are indeed other perpetrators involved. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed. They already know who they are.
Hollywood's
And I'm
going
talking
down.
here about not just the cowardly but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know
YouTube, the new
watched
Yeah, YouTube's going
this
to rule the
behavior
world.
occur and did nothing.
I mean, no more movies.
I'm talking about the people that participated, encouraged it, egged it on.
Because a lot of them,
They know who they are.
they're a part of that.
Krista, that is a very
They
big
may even shut
claim.
down.
And if you're about to reveal, who knows who you're about to reveal, very big names in the course of 120 lawsuits, what are the ramifications of that? Because let's be clear,
No
federal
more movies,
prosecutors
no more
haven't named
music.
anybody yet, and so there's a reason for that too. But if you're about to name high-profile people, celebrities, I mean, what can we expect? What are the ramifications of that?
There's been a lot of buzz going along about who might be named, and that people throwing out names of who they think might be named. Clearly these people know who they are. They know where they've been and how closely they've been involved. I don't think that it's going to be just people that are close friends with Diddy or may have been at these parties. It's going to be people that are participating and are intertwined with what happened. And you also heard Busby in that same kind of segment, I believe, right there, talk about not just people, but corporations.
I'm about to say animals.
Hotel chains that also will be like defendants potentially in this litigation that knew or should have known what was happening under their roof or with their money or with their participation and help.
Don't forget about the nurses.
It's not just very important, powerful people. It's going to be also corporations, which I think is not surprising.
The attorneys representing Combs in both his civil and criminal cases say he has never sex trafficked anyone or sexually assaulted anyone. Mark Agnifilo represents Combs in the criminal case.
His resolve is the same. He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent. And we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight any longer.
Switch, I believe he's innocent with, I believe I'm going to get a lot of money.
By about a dozen people claiming they were sex trafficked, sexually assaulted, or abused in some other type of way. I told you Ariel Mitchell-Kidd had bombshells. The next one has to do with her claim that she's been contacted by a person who said that they want to sell a sex tape in a catch and kill type of operation. and that the video shows Sean Combs engaged in sex with a celebrity who's more high profile than he is. News Nation actually broke this news about the purported video. It really got me wondering, who could be more high profile than Sean Combs? He's been a public figure for decades,
J-Lo.
And he's a billionaire. Ariel Mitchell Kidd is going to provide more details about that video here shortly. And you may recall that Mitchell Kidd was representing Adria English, an adult entertainer suing Combs, claiming that he trafficked her at his white parties.
Let me explain. Let me put this down. Right? Now, the reason why I say Beyonce is because look at it from a legendary standpoint. J-Lo is not considered legendary. She's considered a class. She made some classics.
I don't see why Beyonce.
And she's mostly an actor than an artist.
Yeah.
Right? She's kind of high profile, but when you come to Diddy, he's a trailblazer.
I think J-Lo's
Diddy is a trailblazer for a whole culture.
Than Beyonce?
It was not J-Lo.
Wasn't J-Lo.
J-Lo was quite a trailblazer too, to be honest, for like the Latino.
She acts in everything.
Yeah, she was like a trailblazer for like the Latino.
She's had a stupid movie come out.
Portion of it. But we talking about somebody that's more high profile than her.
Yeah.
Somebody more universal.
Well, okay, don't throw Beyonce's name out there unless you know for sure.
Listen,
you're getting canceled now, buddy.
Him and Jay-Z is like what?
You getting canceled
now, buddy. Him and Jay-Z is like what? Like this.
He needs to cut his hair. That's all I gotta say about him. Have you seen that shit? It looks worse than The Weeknd when he had that big, tall rooster cut.
Yeah, it looks terrible. But she is probably if it's a female. Did they say it was a female?
I don't know.
They said it with a celebrity that's more high profile.
I saw a thing about
it could be a male.
This one dude, I can't remember who it was. This one dude said he walked in one day and he saw Diddy railing Will Smith. I can't remember who said that.
The couch or something.
Yeah, he had him bent over the couch railing Will Smith. He just walked in and he walked right back out and said, "Nope, not dealing with this."
That's how those parties be.
And let me bring this up though, because this is the topic I've been thinking about. I've talked to her about it. Jada Pinkett Smith, that bitch, that cunt, cheated on Will Smith and talked about it openly. What would make her so angry to be like that?
No, he's getting fucked.
She knows he got fucked by a dude. Dude, Babs, if I let a dude fuck me, are you gonna look at me the same? Are you gonna look at me the same if I let a dude fuck me? No, she's not gonna look at me the same. She'll break up with me. I think Jada knows.
I would definitely.
Well, there's shit about Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith was involved in the freak offs. I've been seeing shit about him.
That's probably why he got so weird.
You said Jaden?
Or Jaden, is that his name? Jaden? Jaden, yeah. Sorry, my bad, Jaden.
That's probably why he got so weird for a minute there.
Yeah. They said he was involved in them. So Will Smith's involved, Jaden's involved, Jada Pinkett Smith, whatever the fuck her name is, she knows about it.
Jada Pinkett Smith, yeah.
She knows about it. That's why she's such a dick to Will Smith.
Yeah.
Because she knows.
I mean...
That's my take.
Will Smith is a higher profile artist, celebrity. Beyonce, Jay-Z.
But if he got fucked, is he going to come out and say anything? Because nobody wants to know.
Not, but did he admit that he was gay?
Well, that's my take on Jada. Jada's a bitch because she knows some things.
But people so infatuated with the stardom to the point where they say whatever they say, it just goes over people's head. They don't really pay attention. A lot of these celebrities are saying certain things, and it just go over a lot of people's head because they infatuated by these celebrities.
Yeah, they're dumb, dude. Weird is weird to me.
I don't know, have y'all ever been in a New York City and just see how the people behave there?
Yeah, I was.
They literally mimic the celebrities.
I was in Times Square. Literally. I was in Times Square for 30 minutes. I was on a bus going to see her when she lived out of state. And I had a layover in New York. So I walked to Times Square, right? And there was a dude out there, and he just kept talking about, oh, if this guy hugs me, is it gay? If this guy kisses me, is it gay? No, it's not gay. It's okay for us to kiss. I was in New York for 30 minutes. And that's all I saw was some dude talking about how, if he kisses me, is it gay? Is this gay? He had his shirt off and everything. I was like, I don't know, dude. That seems pretty fucking gay.
Yeah. I mean...
So... I'm good on New York.
Even more higher profile than Diddy. I will argue that's probably Jay-Z or Beyonce.
But will they come out and say something?
No, hell
this
no.
Is about footage.
Footage, yeah.
They're hiding.
Yeah, this is a video.
They said in the
I will say Jay-Z has been quiet for a very long time. So has Beyonce.
This is why he kind of disappeared before
they disappeared. They don't exist no more. He disappeared
before they came and raided his house. They disappeared.
Yeah. They've been very quiet for a long time.
And he disappeared. Every time he disappears, there's always cases like this going on.
Yeah.
You know. But they said multiple times.
Lil Wayne involved? God, please no.
Of course he is. You see him kissing Baby all on camera.
No, what?
What?
Baby was smashing that.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Birdman.
Oh my God.
Birdman. He was smashing out him. He was smashing out, what's his name? Young Thug.
I can see the new rappers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Young Thug, him. You know, and the
rap is dying.
The big issue is that Birdman wanted to work with Slim Thug and just leave Lil Wayne in the dust. He got that. He got the notion to leave Lil Wayne in the dust, and this is why somebody as big as Lil Wayne could fall so fast. And the reason why is because he did not want to endorse BLM.
Yeah.
You know, and he didn't want to endorse BLM, and he also didn't want to turn on the police.
Yeah.
He didn't want to talk bad about the police. That's what
I do like that video,
and told his story about what happened with him and Bob.
Because when they asked Lil Wayne, "What do you think about the BLM?" He said, "What? He's white. He's filming me." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lil Wayne knew
because the whole notion is that we supposedly as black people are inferior and white people are the superior.
Yeah.
You know, it's
how about the basketball players?
It's supposed to be that type of complex.
Yeah.
You know? So when they talking about BLM and stuff like that, Lil Wayne looked at it and was like, "Listen, last time I checked, white people working for me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like they doing what I say they do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I ain't got no problem with them. They ain't got no problem with me. It's just I don't see what y'all seeing. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah,
and that pissed them off, and they canceled them. And, you know, and that was way before the internet was as crazy as
that was
like now.
That was like 9 years ago when he said that shit.
That was the beginning of Slim Thug's career, if you notice.
Oh no, I didn't know that. I don't listen to a lot of people.
I'm sorry, Young Thug. That was the beginning of Young Thug's career.
Oh shit!
He came in when he hopped in with Birdman. You know, he started working with Birdman, and then he wanted Lil Wayne to jump on and do shit with Birdman with Young Thug, and Lil Wayne was like, I ain't with all that. But then after he did those interviews, that's when the higher ups, even higher than Birdman, told him he got to go.
Makes sense.
He stopped working with him and he started just.
God forbid you have your own view.
Young Thug. Yeah, you can't have your own. You can't have your own opinions or nothing. But we're gonna have to end the video there because it is over an hour.
That's fine. We probably gotta bounce anyways.
It's 2 minutes over. But so I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Thanks you guys for watching. If you've been here all the way to the end of the video, I appreciate you. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the video. And I thank y'all for coming through.
Of course, we're glad to be here. Say words, bitch. Damn.
You're welcome. Bye.
And hopefully y'all come back and we do some more stuff, more reactions and stuff like that. And if y'all could bring somebody else, an extra person with an opinion is actually
I bring my brother. My brother's down to do stuff, but he's very quiet. So,
you know, I definitely appreciate you guys coming, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the video. I said it before, and if you like this shirt right here, you can go ahead and order this shirt. The link will be in the bio. This is a 34 counts, and I'm still voting for Trump. You know, I'll do more explaining on a different video because this video is pretty much over. But thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.
Word.
Word.
Word.